Francis Rowden Hastings, the second Earl of Moria, who lived from 1754 to 1826, was a British soldier and colonial administrator. From 1790 until 1813, he was acting Grand Master to His Royal Highness George, Prince of Wales, who later became King George IV, and in 1806 and 1807, he served as Grand Master of Scotland. At the end of the 18th century, he tirelessly and nearly single-handedly worked to defeat the Unlawful Societies Act of 1799, which would have effectively outlawed Freemasonry. Aside from a few provisions which had little effect on the craft, he was successful in his efforts and in a very real sense saved Freemasonry in Great Britain. On July 12, 1804, he married Flora Muir Campbell, the 6th Countess of Loudon. Together, from 1806 to 1812, they had no less than 6 children, one of whom died in infancy. In 1813, George III appointed him Governor-General of India. His country calling, he accepted the position, but it was deemed inadvisable for his wife to accompany him with 5 children ranging in age from 1 to 7. He made the trip to India alone and served for nearly a decade. He resigned in 1823 and returned home to his family. Then, in 1824, George IV appointed him Governor of Malta, separating him from his family once again. It is not known how often Hastings and his wife were able to be together after the appointments that took him far from home. However, an unusual request in his will indicates his dedication to her. On a sea voyage in 1826, perhaps returning for a visit home, he fell ill and died. His body was returned to Malta, where his grave is located today. The unusual provision in his will, however, was that his right hand be cut from his body and buried with his wife at her death. His wish was granted. Lady Flora died in 1840, and eternally his hand rests, clasped in hers, buried in the family vault in the old Kirk Church in Loudon. For the Whence Came You podcast, this is Steve Harrison with the Masonic Minute.